Would you date someone that works a 9 to 5?
No.
Why not?
Because a nigga with a 9 to 5 can't do shit with me. I don't work a 9 to 5. The niggas that fuck me is the street niggas. Dreadhead felons, gang bang killers. On my
Would you date someone that works a 9 to 5?
No.
Why not?
Because a nigga with a 9 to 5 can't do shit with me. I don't work a 9 to 5. The niggas that fuck me is the street niggas. Dreadhead felons, gang bang killers. On my
Giving all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Havrakakodash. We're going to say double honors to our apostles and elders here at Great Millstone. I'm going to do this because recently you hear a lot of judgment that's been going out with Eve. When we say Eve, we're talking about the Israelite woman in particular, starting with the so-called black woman from the Southern Kingdom. A lot of judgment been going out for these women in particular, like the one I'm about to play deals with this woman that got shot in broad daylight in her little apartment complex, right, by a Pookie. And you know what's funny? You heard what she just said, right? That old ghetto black blonde weave beast. She said she don't want a man with 9 to 5. She want the street nigga, the dread-headed killers, the gang banging felons, or whatever she just said. She said that's the man for her. And then like you got this video here, right? This black woman here in the club talking about some I love drug dealers right on her head. On her phone, right? She said, I love drug dealers. And, you know, you see them out there and about, right? Where the guys, you got Jake asking a bunch of black women, it's only black women. Would you deal with a man who works a 9 to 5 or he a doctor? One time they asked, would you deal with a doctor or a thief or a drug dealer? And all of them said thief and drug dealer, right? So you hear them openly proclaim that the type of man that they want to be involved in their life are criminals. That's what they want. But when you hear them get judged by these same criminals, now all of a sudden when you read the comments, it's, dang, that ain't right. If she don't want you, you should have just left. You didn't have to kill her. You should have just left. What's wrong with men? If she don't want you, you just leave. You didn't have to dump, these. But wait a minute. You said you want the gang bang felons, dreadhead killers. And they put on they want drug dealers. They drug dealers, that means they criminals. You want to live the fast life. You like criminals. These guys shoot their own homeboy over the next dollar. They'll kill him for his woman or whatever he got. And then what you think that you're harmless? You think that you get off the hook? Remember, these are dread-headed felons, street nigga killers. Like you said, you love drug dealers. These people are criminals, right? But when they bring that activity to your door, now all of a sudden when you read the comments board, oh, it's just so sad. She was so pretty. It's so sad. Why would he do that? Let's play the clip. This is the most recent. This is what got me to just look at it or look into it. Like it says here, Baltimore woman shot 4 times in the chest and killed in broad daylight by ex-boyfriend who she had a restraining order against. It was a Pookie.
Get the fuck off her, you asshole! Leave her the fuck alone, I'm calling the cops! Come here, girl! Come here! Don't you fucking hurt her! Hey! Leave her alone! Oh my God! Oh! He fucking shot her!
Call the cops!
Oh!
You ain't gonna do nothing but get yourself in trouble, bro.
I have a restraining order on you.
Call the police. That's my shit.
That's it on that. But remember, this is what you black women wanted, right? You like the criminals. You say you want the felons, the criminals. But then when you get judged by the same individuals, then it's all so sad. She was so pretty. She's out here dealing with Pookie and Ray Ray. Look, you can look up something called, I forgot what it's called. It's called Jailer Brides, or something like that. There's a phrase to it. This is where women actually they actually orchestrate a marriage with individuals who just getting out of jail. They've never met the individuals at all, but they'll set up a marriage for jailers. It's a phrase that they call, I think it's called jailer wives or something like that. And you actually have so-called black women primarily. I mean, you got some Edomites and women in there too, but you probably got so-called black women looking up people who are in jail, inmates, and they're orchestrating a marriage with those individuals. And that guy comes out, they never even met, and they throwing themselves at them to be their wife. And then you had some simple niggas say, "This ain't right. Y'all sisters gotta do better." No, let them marry them Pookies and Ray Rays. That's less trash off the street, less snares for the next man. But this is what they want. But then when they get judged, then it's, oh, that just ain't right. You need to just move on, bro. She got a restraining order. She ain't want you wanted the killers. You wanted the drug dealers. They criminals, right? They don't give a fuck about the po-po. They some killers, right? But you think you off the hook? Isn't that the life you want? See, this is judgment for these so-called black women, man, which is really just judgment of sinners. That's it. Another brother just shared this earlier today. This was published April 25th. Okay. It said, missing LA teen's body found dismembered in river. Man she met online charged with murder. Her name was Cheryl Turner. All right. 19-year-old. Another Eve. Guess what she met up with online? So, Edomite, a so-called white man. Let's take a look at this individual. This individual right here. Because you know what they'll say? Oh, he's cute. He looked like Jesus. And it's always the Jesus looking ones. Didn't it just happen to another black woman not that long ago? Chopped them up, and that's exactly what he did. Chopped her up, sent her body across. These women, look, man, they asking, literally, they're inviting danger into their lives. They have no wisdom. They think they want to be with the Pookies and the Ray Rays, and they want to run off to Esau, Edom, into the hands of the so-called white man. And they just run in their lap, but then they'll look at you and say, where's the black man, so-called black man, the Israelite man, to protect us? This is the life they chose to live. So they getting judged by it. You got me fucked up if you think I'm about to go out of my way to try to help these so-called black women. They telling you straight up, I want the criminals. I want to date the criminals. So let them date the criminals. And then when the criminals perform criminal activity on their ass, then all of a sudden it's, oh, that's just sad. What? Anyway, just a few scriptures. It ain't gonna stop. It's not gonna stop. The book of Sirach, chapter 21. Verse 9, it says, the congregation of the wicked is like tow wrapped together, and the end of them is a flame of fire to destroy them. So that's how you sinners are. So when the black woman says, I want the criminals, I want the drug dealers, I like the scammers. That's nothing. They say they like the scammer. They like the criminals, right? So they attracting the wicked because they're wicked. So they want to attract with the wicked. They want to marry jailers, thugs, people who've been locked up, tattoos, who got bodies on them. They orchestrate marriages for inmates who never even met them because they attracted to that. They attracted to the chaos. So it's wicked with the wicked. And it says they are what? The congregation is like tow wrapped together, And the end of them is a flame of fire to destroy them. So it ultimately is going to lead to death and destruction. But then when it happens, then it's, oh, it's such a shame. She was so pretty. Move on, bro. You men got to do better. When you're out here openly admitting that you want criminals and you like criminal activity. The regular 9-to-5 carpenter who goes to Home Depot throughout the week, that's boring to you. That's not fast enough. You want the excitement. You like the scammer nigga, the drug dealer, the dreadhead, tattoo, criminal, inmate. That's your lifestyle, right? But then when that inmate, when that damn criminal who got bodies on them, bring that activity to your door, now all of a sudden you want mercy. No, because you're both sinners and you ultimately going to lead to your own destruction. Verse 10, the way of sinners is made plain with stones. So it's obvious what it's going to lead to. You literally, if you go out and tell the world you love drug dealers, you want criminals and thugs and pookies and ray-rays, are we going to be surprised when we hear these same pookies and ray-rays, these drug dealers, these criminals that you're attracted to so much, ends up performing criminal activity on your motherfucking ass? Of course not. It says, but at the end thereof is a pit of hell. So we already know what you thinking, oh, fast money. You know, it's made the way of sinners is made plain with stones. You thinking fast money. This is the life, etc. I'm making fast money. I'm scamming niggas. I'm doing all this evil activity. But at the end thereof is a pit of hell. It's ultimately going to lead to your own destruction. The both of you. Don't feel sorry about you. You are voluntarily going into the pit of hell. Just like these Eves, so-called black women. Why are they getting chopped up and dismembered and put in suitcases by these Edomites, these so-called white people? Because they look at them as God and they want to run into their bosom. And you literally running right into the lap of a motherfucker deranged serial killer, a killer. And you make it easy for them. These Edomites, these psychopaths, they never had it so much easier to fulfill their desires, their lusts on you people. And you black women are easy because you just openly jump into their arms. They ain't even got it. They don't even have to try. And you just going to keep doing it. These are horror stories. It's being very common. And you black women just going to keep on doing it. And they think they hurting us talking about some divesting. Well, the divesting chronicles is nothing but horror stories, man. Proverbs 21. Verse 16. The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. So you want to remain in the congregation of the dead? Well, then that's where you'll be. You'll be in the pit of hell. Your life will be in doubt. You're going to have that activity, that same activity you're attracted to. Felons and scammers and evil, wicked niggas who will kick a door in and shoot up a house quick just to make a fast buck. That's the type of nigga you with. That's the type of nigga you like. But then you act surprised when he bring that same activity to your door. When he puts you out of your misery. You know what I'm saying? These pookies and ray-rays you love so much. Gonna get a restraining order. Remember, you like this criminal. You think he cares about a restraining order? You see? But then they act confused when that judgment is brought to their door. That's why the scripture just said, man, the way of sinners is like tow wrapped together. And at the end is just fire. You just missile food. Fuel for destruction. That's all you are. You know? Wicked activities. So when you see these women get jacked up by, remember, they asked for it. They want the criminals. They want the drug dealers, the pookies or ray-rays, because the 9-to-5 plumber is not exciting. They want the criminals. So when the criminals, aka the sinners, because they're both sinners, get with them, now they're in the pit of hell. Now they remain in the congregation of the dead. And they're susceptible to all the wiles of the devil. But then when the judgment comes, it's, oh, what a shame. That just ain't right. She was so pretty. Well, what is she doing on the street talking about some, I love drug dealers? This woman right here, she gonna end up, if she end up getting judged, we're going to pull up this picture. This the same woman that said, I love drug dealers, but then she got caught in a drug bust and got taken out by her man. Because maybe it doesn't matter. So you ain't got to feel sympathy for these damn women, man. They asked for this, man. This is just the way of sinners. All right? Shalom.